up, guys? Thanks for checking out this video. Just so bored in my house, sitting here doing nothing. So it's nice to see you. Thanks for watching this video. So let's just dive into it, shall we? Today we're talking about the Rapid Force Duty Holster from Alien Gear. That's a mouthful. First, let's talk about how I got my hands on this bad boy. Well, I work with a guy who knows a guy who works for them. Yeah, I think that makes sense. They came out, they wanted some of us to check them out, they kind of gave us a lowdown, and then they said, hey, here you go. And so they gave us these holsters to try out. They wanted us to do our thing with them. I was okay with that. Free gear, right? Love it. No one asked me to do a review. I like making videos and I like shooting, so I thought, hey, let's make a video. So that's why we're here. But that's how I got this. So no one asked me from Alien to make this. I just thought it'd be cool, fun, something to do, and maybe help some of you guys out there make some informed decisions, right? Just want to help you out. Help out the public, as it were. So, where to get started? So let's start with what I've been running for the last 4 years. Running the Safariland, the old 6395. Been running this with the QLS system, so all my holsters so far have the QLS system, so it's easy to interchange them. Love it. Love my Safariland. It's been a good holster. I've been running it for a long time now. A lot of repetitions out of it. Really good. So that's kind of where I come from, is the Safariland. Before that, I had TAC Labs. Some of you guys remember them. They got bought out, but I haven't had that holster in a long time. So Safariland's kind of the realm I've been living in. Been shooting red dots for about that same amount of time, about 4 years now. So it's kind of the exclusive for any duty retention holster. Has been Safariland. So it's kind of nice somebody else is coming out, shaking it up a bit, maybe changing it. So pretty cool. So let's talk about it. The Alien Gear Rapid Force Duty Holster. You know, first impressions. It's not bad. Looks nice. Here's some photos that I took. Looks nice, you know? Real nice. I like it. Construction seems really nice. I keep saying nice, I don't know why. It's good. Feels solid. I can't tell you what it's made out of. I just can't throw a number. I don't know. It means nothing to me. It feels like quality, right? So if you're like me, you'll appreciate it. It feels quality, strong. When we first got our hands on this, we put a blue gun in it, and my buddy, who's a giant human being, decided to throw it against a concrete wall. Still worked. Everything worked. Was able to take the gun out. And then I got to go to the 3rd story building, and I hucked it off there onto the parking lot with a blue gun, not a real gun. Still functioned. I was able to draw the pistol. So it worked out pretty well. It actually feels pretty solid. You know, I haven't had it a long time, so I haven't really tested it out too much. I haven't ran over it yet. Which that might be something I should do. Let's see how it does. I don't know. But for so far, you know, it's holding up quite nice. I really like it. Let's talk about another thing I really like about it. The fit. The fit is nice. So, got the old trusty 17 here. Put that in there, and it just fits. It feels good, you know. It's tight. It's real tight. So, really like that about this holster. You know, I got the old Safariland here. A lot of play in it. It's kind of annoying when you're running. You know, you work through it, but it is just annoying. Cool thing about the Alien Gear, right? No light, no problem. If I get it right, there it goes. Fits in there. Retention's still good. It works. Now, my guess is if you ask the company, they're probably gonna say don't do that. But they have liability, right? You know, they can't. They gotta draw the line somewhere. But comes right out. Retention feels like it fits. You don't have a red dot on for a certain gun if you're swapping guns. Like I can fit my Glock 19 in there, no problem. Retention still activates. activates, which is cool. So that's really nice. And if you're doing anything like for your job, if you're doing force on force and you got a sim pistol, so you don't have your Glock, maybe you don't have a flashlight on it, or you don't want to always switch them out, it still fits and the retention still works. So you still get that good rep from drawing, and not how sometimes it just sits in the holster, and so you're not actually getting a good draw, and it's just kind of a wasted repetition, right? So really cool. I dig that about this holster, that it does that. Really nice. Alright. Let's go out to the range a little bit. I'm kind of done talking. Let's just watch me shoot for a while. It's fine. Just go. Whew, welcome back. Yeah. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's dive in a little better. A little more, a little something different. Something, you know, there's not a lot I don't like about this holster. I actually like it quite a bit, but something I really don't like, kind of pisses me off that they did this, but whatever. I guess it's their company. But they came out with their own quick release system, right? So it mounts up on theirs, comes with male and female pieces similar to the Safariland, right? But if you're like me and you have multiple holsters, maybe you have multiple belts, and you already bought all the QLS from Safariland so that you can run those different things, now you have to buy a whole nother set if you switch over. And that just sucks. I already own the QLS for Safariland. I don't want to have to switch over. Dumb. I hate it. But whatever. That's what they decided, I guess. So if you do switch over, just know if you run quick release and you like it because you have multiple holsters, multiple belts, or just multiple belts, same holster, but you want to switch it, you have to buy an all new setup. And it's kind of frustrating. I would have liked it to where you could have bolted the QLS system, and then that way I could use even the same piece that goes on my belt, and I can run a Safariland or an Alien Gear just using the same quick release. So that's kind of frustrating. I wish they would have not done that, but it is what it is, and they came out with it. So you have that option for a quick release, which is cool. I do like the quick release system. I don't know how durable theirs is. I really haven't like gotten any fights with it. I think eventually we're going to try and do some defensive tactics with it, some weapon retention, and see what we can do, riffing on it and see what happens. I just haven't done it so far. And with the old coronavirus, I don't think we're going to be, or COVID-19, whatever they call it. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon, but something to look forward to in the future maybe, so we'll see. Something they did really well though, is they made it kind of modular, the buttons for the retention, so all the stuff on the back side there. If you want a bigger button or a smaller button, they give you different options. So you get different buttons, you kind of take them on and off. If you want a smaller one for the back piece there, or a larger one, boom. They send those with the holster, so that's kind of handy. Not everybody's the same, right? I got normal size hands, but guys with bigger hands or smaller hands or something like that, right? So it makes it versatile, which is kind of cool. I actually like that. That's kind of nice, because not every shooter is the same, and not everybody's hands are the same. So that was a cool option that they did. Thought it was beneficial. They've got, I don't know if you can see here, so down at the bottom there, they actually left the bottom open, where in Safariland you have some plugs. And the flashlight one, I don't really care about. The barrel one, I mean, it is what it is, but I like having a plug on my barrel. You know, if I'm shooting a rifle and I'm shooting on the ground, underneath a car, around a car, in the sand, gravel, blah, blah, whatever, mud, I like having my barrel covered up so I don't get anything crammed in there. But this is nice because you can run multiple different, you know, guns with barrels, right? I got a threaded barrel on this one, so that allows it to fit with a threaded barrel. The Safariland one, I actually took this plug out of a separate holder because it was smaller than the one that came with the holster, and that let me fit my my threaded barrel. So if I didn't have that, I would have had to take the plug out just to fit this gun or not run a threaded barrel. But I like my barrel. It looks nice. So that, I like having a cover for my barrel. Flashlight, I'm kind of indifferent, but I know why they did it, right? So when you're on the ground, wrestling around in the sand, dirt, whatever, shooting under cars and all that, it gives all that gravel and stuff an escape route. You know, and for me though, like I said, I've been running the Safariland for quite a while, done a couple courses, do a lot of shooting, and I've never had so much crap in there that I couldn't holster my gun. So it's not something, but I don't like roll around in sand, so those guys are still active and in the military doing that kind of thing. It might be better for you. For me here in the old Washington state, I don't find myself in a lot of sand in the city. But you never know. I've never had that issue, so I'm kind of indifferent about it, I guess, sort of. Whatever. Alright, let's go back out to the range. We're going to do some draw to shots with the Safariland and the Alien gear. This is going to be from the 7-yard line, shooting at a C-zone steel. Again, this is just impacts on the steel, so it's not crazy. We're not looking at A zones or B8s. God, I hate B8s. Thanks, Flowers and Chuck, for B8s. I hate them. But it's good. Gotta shoot them. But I'm shooting steel, alright? Just for this, trying to get some times for the draw to shot. Don't forget, right? Safariland, 4 years. Alien gear, couple months. Couple dry fires, not a lot. So there's a little difference there, but let's go check those out, flash the times on there for you so you can see what I'm running. Alright, well, as you can see, faster on the Safariland, but again, lots and lots and lots of reps on that. The Alien gear can be so frustrating at times. Nothing against the holster, it's just I don't have time with it, so my gun will get hung up. It's really frustrating not being able to get your gun out of your holster. So I think I figured out what it is. My buddy was having the same issue when he was trying it out, doing dry fire and then live fire. We were kind of having the same issue, and I think what I came to is the issue. And it's not really an issue with the holster. The holster's fine. It's just I'm not used to it. I'm not used to the same thing. But here, let me see if I can show you and explain it to you on camera. All right. So if you see where the retention knob is on the Safariland in relation to the Glock, right? It's close to the slide. So that's where that one is, right? But then when you look at the Alien gear, see how far back it is from the slide? So I think that's what it is, because I'm used to going higher or closer to the slide. So I would have to force my thumb all the way back, because you have to get that thing all the way back for at the very end for it to release the gun. And so I would not pull it back all the way and then try and yank the gun out of the holster. Well, I wouldn't win. The holster would win. And so it's just I'd have to tell myself, okay, sweep, sweep. And I was trying to give myself a way of, you know, making sure I clean that. But I noticed it would kind of break my grip, and so as I'm coming to present, I would have to bring my thumb all the way back up to where I'd want it. And again, that's just something else I'm trying to do when I'm coming out to do my shot, and so it just slowed me down. Again, nothing against the holster, I just don't have the reps with it, you know. Safariland, been shooting a long time, thousands of reps, thousands of rounds, so it's something that will come. I don't like it being that far back. It kind of messes with me, and I like how high the Safariland is. And even if you have the hood right, that stays in the same spot. So for me, that's nice. I like it that high on the gun. But you know, if you practice with that and that's all you know, or you get a lot of repetitions, you're gonna be fast with it. So it just make sure you put in the time. That's all I'm trying to say. Put in the time. If you're gonna switch, right, and your life depends on you getting the gun out of a holster, make sure you train with it before you actually implement it. Put it on the streets. You know, my LE guys, military guys, man, do the reps, get the reps in, so that if your life does depend on you getting that gun out of that bucket quick, you've done it, right? You've got that practice. So make sure you try that out beforehand. So what else? You know, I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I got. Again, this is just kind of first impressions, initial. Go out to the range, shoot some bullets, do some things with it, you know. But I think that's it. That's all I got. If you guys have any specific questions for me, you can definitely drop those down in the comment section, and I can try and answer them. If not, the guys at Alien Gear are actually super cool. Really nice to work with, and I'm sure if you drop them a line, if you have any specific questions about the holster, they'll be able to answer it for you. I think a lot of guys, not a lot, but some guys have done reviews on the holster as well. They've done different things. One guy hung, I think, 2 kettlebells from it trying to break it, and it didn't break. So, you know, I didn't want to repeat everything they did. This is just kind of my thoughts. So go check out other videos. Be informed before making a decision. But you know, all in all, my opinion, it's a good holster. It's solid. I don't see any major flaws with it or anything that's you know, crazy. But time will tell, right? We'll see how long, once now we start putting, you know, a lot of reps and it's out there for a while, see how it comes. But you know, I think it's a quality holster. I think you could do a lot worse, you know. So we'll see how they do. But for me, it's a good holster. I'm not gonna switch simply because I'm just faster on a Safariland right now. But I'm gonna keep running that, try and get in some courses, try and run it, get some more reps in if I can. But we'll see. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. Appreciate you coming, clicking on it. Hopefully we'll do some more. Maybe a little later we'll do another review of the holster, more long-term, something like that. Yeah. Thanks. Hope you're enjoying your quarantine time with a little YouTube. Make sure you spend time with the fam. Maybe do some projects around the house. And yeah. Until next time. Thanks, guys.